Yes, ma'am. Okay. Shall we start our discussion, ma'am? So, very good morning to all of you, first of all. Yes. Okay. Now, no need to write anything from your side. After few minutes, you need to write it down. Okay. Basic details and about our Shikara tutorials and about our CMA inter regular batch. First, I want to communicate few details. Then, after we can enter into the subject also. Okay. Yeah. So, already we started CMA inter regular or crash. Yes, CMA into regular batch. So nowadays we are calling these batches as a regular batch, etc. But previously we can use the term as a long term batch also. Long term batch. Okay. So students, if they want to write that examination in December 25 also, they can write. But only what group, ma? Group 1. Am I correct, ma? If any students wants to write the group 1 exams, yes, they can write in December 25 also. But main objective, we are started this batch to write the June 26 examination. How many groups, ma? Both groups. Yes. So who will decide whether we are going to write group 1 examination in December? Yes. Combinedly, we, that means Shikara tutorials as well as the students weekend exam performance, will decide whether we need to write that examinations in December or not. Okay. Now, this and batch, already. I think Bonu sir communicated few details about the subjects also, aggregate also, all the things. But again, I want to tell you all the things because many students having the doubts in that aggregate and how many marks we need to get, how many subjects we have in each group also, they have a doubts. That's why. First of all, this batch will be conducted in how many modes, ma? I think some of you know. Yes, we can conduct this batch in face to face. I think all of you are coming for face to face. Now at campus. Okay. Second one, you can attend whatever the class now we are delivering, so that you can watch through the YouTube. Now first 10 classes YouTube. After that you can watch through website. That means live at home. So normally the rich persons will take this batch live at home. The rich means nothing but they don't want to come out of the house, and they want to sit ideal and they want to enjoy. So that's why this is a batch we can call it as a live at home. So this is simply we can call it as an online also. Okay. Next third one, ma. So this is a nothing but very rich persons will take the third one, right? What is it? They don't have any time to attend the live also, but whatever that classes we are taken in that face to face or anything, so they will listen the classes as in what, ma? Recorded. Yes, if they have time they will watch, ma. Otherwise they will simply ignore these classes. This is an recorded classes. So as per my knowledge, yes, face to face is definitely helpful for clearing that examinations in first attempt. Live also okay, but if you are taking the recorded classes, automatically we can get some lazy feeling also now. So then what is our plan, ma? Okay, fortunately, unfortunately, we set a one fine day and we started our classes. Yes, group 1 classes will start from, yes, already started 14th July. Yes, next month, ma? August. Next month, ma? September. Next month, October. These months we are going to teach only the group 1 subjects. Next. So can you tell me November and December months? Yes, we want to conduct the revision exams and study hours. Yes, revision exams and study hours. Okay, done. Next, can you tell me when we are going to start the group 2 classes, Ra? Any idea? Yes. So 22nd December we can start ma. So next January month, February, yes, these 3 months are very crucial. Why? So December 25 is a public holiday, New Year, Pongal. So definitely it is an holidays package only, but in that time we need to complete the group 2 coaching. Yeah, we need to complete. So most probably we can take that 1 or 2 days leaves for the New Year, Christmas also 1 day, and Pongal we can take 4 or 5 days. That's enough. If we are taking that more number of days to that, definitely it will collapse. Next one ma, March month, yes, April. What is that next month ma? May. We are going to start our revision again. Yes, revision exam and our study hours. Next, sir, during this time also we are going to conduct the weekend exam. I think you can ask with your seniors also in this room. CMA final batch is going up. You can you can ask with them. Every weekend they are going to write that weekend exam. Even though they are in that final stage also, they are going to write. Yes, here also every week we have a weekend exam. Now, so then what is the target ma? So after May, yes, last June 2026, yes, we are going to write the final exam with our perfect preparation. So coaching, revision or whatever it may be done, then after we are going to write that examination in June 2026. Okay, sir, you are given the batch details, that's okay sir, but I want to know the what are the subjects we have. What are the subjects we have? Yes, that we will discuss ma'am. CMA inter or final? In future final, now only we are in inter. Okay, definitely you are going to clear, and you can enter into the final also. How many groups we have ma? 2. Yes, now this is a revision only. Already Bonusa said about the total subject names also. You have to know the subject names the first. No need to enter into the direct chapters etc. First we have to create a perfect base, then after we can enter into that one by one chapters. Now first we have an group 1. Yeah, next one ma, group 2. Yes, in group 1, can you tell me the subject paper names ma? 5. So then why they are started with the paper 5 ma? Paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4 are already you know in your foundation level. Now we need to start directly from the paper 5. Okay, any idea? Paper 5 law. So okay, law is okay, but now we need to know about the full name. Business laws and ethics. Business laws and ethics. Okay, how many marks paper ma? 100 marks. Chalo chasna. Okay, next ma, paper 6. Any idea? Already you last class over. That is what ma? Accounting, but we need to call it as an financial accounting. Okay, financial accounting. So paper 7 ma, here we have in 2 parts. So we can call it as an paper 7A. Next one ma, 7B. Not, we are not at all giving the names ma. Institute itself given the name paper 7A. Sorry, paper 7B. 7A is nothing but what ma? Direct taxation. DT. What is that ma? Direct taxation. Sorry. Paper 7B is nothing but what ma? IDT. Indirect taxation. Okay. Now, Any idea about the paper number 8, ma? Any idea about paper number 8? Cost accounting. Simply costing also. Yes, cost accounting. No. So now in this entire group, yes, ma. Now I want to deal with the paper 7A. So paper 7A. So now I will deal with this paper in and out. Yes, but okay, I will deal with this paper. Now coming to that group 2. Can you tell me, here we are ended with the paper number 8. So now we need to start with the paper number 9. So any idea about paper number 9 name? Operations management and strategic management. So okay, now I will write it down in a shortcut. OM means operations management, SM means strategic management. Okay, super. Now paper number 10, corporate accounting and audit. Here just financial accounting, but for companies, what is that accounting we have to know? Corporate accounting. And how to verify that accounts, that is only audit. So nothing but what, ma? Corporate accounting. Corporate accounting. Yes, and audit. Next, ma, paper number 11. Any idea, ma, paper number 11? FM, financial management is in one part, and second part we have in business data analytics. Business data analytics. Now paper number 12. Yes, paper number 12. So here we have in cost accounting. What is that, ma? Cost accounting. The same costing extension is there in group 2. That is, we can call it as an costing paper 2, but they are given the name as an what, ma? Management accounting. What is it? Management accounting. Sir, which paper is easy, which paper is difficult? That is depends upon your attendance and listening. All the papers are easy only. So if you prepared all these papers with the equal importance, in exam, in some papers you can get more marks, some papers you can get pass marks. That will be decided by time, not now. Okay, now. So now you know what are the papers we have and what is that paper we are going to deal also, you know. Now just I want to tell you in future how we are going to attempt in our exams. Okay, please take that. Sir, as a student, sir, I want attempt only any one of the group. Yes, you can write. No need to write both groups at a time. You can first you can write group 1 or group 2. After that you can write other group also. No need to write both groups at a time. You can write any one of the group. Now, yes. If student attempting any one of the group, any one group, yes, can you tell me what is it, group 1 or group 2? So suppose Udbhav, your name, okay, you are writing group 1 in December. Okay, your name Akash going to write that exams in December, but group 2, just example only. Okay, now, so what is that criteria we have to check? In order to pass, first point, every subject, suppose Udbhav writing which group, group 1. In group 1, every subject he needs to score how many marks, 40 marks. At least he needs to get how many marks, 40 marks. Okay, then if I am adding the total marks of group 1, how many marks he needs to score aggregatedly? Aggregatedly means totally 200 marks. Then only we can call pass. So what is that point, ma? Every subject, yes, what is that, ra? More than or equal to 40 marks. Plus one more condition we need to check. What is that condition, ma? Total 4 subjects, yes ma, total marks in how many subjects, ma? 4 subjects. How many, ra? Yes, please give response. More than or equal to how many marks, ma? 200 marks. Then only we can call yes, pass. Otherwise fail only. No sir, no sir, I want to write both groups in June 2026. Okay, if you want to write that both groups in June 2026, yes, how we can analyze? if attempting home if attempting both groups, yes, single attempt, both groups in single attempt, then how we can call whether the student is pass or fail, ma? Every subject how many marks he needs to get, ma? More than or equal to 40 marks in every subject. But all together, yes ma, both groups total 8 subjects total, how many marks we need to get, ma? More than or equal to 400 marks. Okay, every subject how many marks, ma? More than or equal to 40 marks. Subject wise we need to check 40. But so total marks in how many subjects, ma? Here both groups means 8 subjects. It should be more than or equal to how many marks, ma? 400 marks. I think you know these things very well, but now yes ma'am. Now I want to take the example 1, ma. So many students still now they having the doubts in claiming of exemptions. Claiming of what, ma? Exemptions. How to claim exemptions? These are all the things many students having the doubts. Now I will tell you. Yes, suppose attempt number 1 I want to take. What is it? Attempt number 1. So he's writing only group 1, ra. He's writing only group 1. Yes. So paper number 5, paper number 6, paper number 7, paper number 8. Each subject exam conducted for 100 marks. Now how many marks he got, ma? 42 marks in business laws and ethics. Yes ma. 55 marks in financial accounting. Okay, just we can take 72 marks in our DT and IDT, that is in taxation. Coming to costing, 35 marks only he scored. How many marks he scored, ma? 35 marks only he scored. Now, so can you do total for me, ma? All of you, can you do total for me? 204 he got, but on result card, the result will be what, ma? Fail. Why? Every subject he needs to score how much, ma? 40. But here he is not getting 40. So that's why now in result, yes, fail, but he got what, ma? Exemption. He got what, ma? Exemption. Because in this paper, he having the more than 60 marks. So that's why that is called as what, ra? Exemption. Ultimately, he failed only, but one subject exemption they are given. Now, so what is that advantage? Now students needs to write group 1 again because the result is fail. Now, in attempt 2, in second attempt, ma, in sorry, yes, in second attempt, Okay. Second attempt also, he's writing only group 1 ma. Now, if you want to claim the exemption, that is your option only. Okay. If you claim this exemption, no need to write the tax exam again, because you are already got exemption, because 60 or more marks you got in that earlier attempt. So next three attempts, you are exempted from this paper. How many attempts? 3. Next 3 consecutive attempts, you are eligible for exemption. Now, okay, in second attempt, student written, how many marks he got in paper 5? 49. Okay, paper 6, 60 marks. Yes, paper paper 7, but it should be counted as an 50 for aggregate purposes. This is a minus in CMA course. In CA, 72 can be counted as an aggregate, but now 50 marks only will be counted as an aggregate. So that means, so okay, here you got 51 mark. Total, can you tell me, ma? Yes, you can count it down. Yes, ma. Luckily, we have an 49 in one subject, 60 plus 50 plus 51. Total 210 marks you got. So on that result, you will get as on what ma pass. Yes, can you tell me? Here you are eligible to take that 50 marks only, even though you have 72 also. For aggregate counting purpose, you need to take how many ma? 50. Next, one more. Yes ma, one more point. Example number 2. So this some students already know this example 1. Example 2, out of 100, only 2 or 3 members only know this. So that's why you have to listen carefully. Yes, shall we start example 2 ma? Okay. Now some facts I'm changing, right? Do please do total for me. 42, 55, 72 plus 40. Please do total. 209. Okay, just 40. Yes, total ma 42, 40, 72 and 40. How many marks ma? 194. So here also we can call result as an what ma? Fail, but you got exemption in direct tax and indirect taxes. So next, how many attempts it can be carry forward ma? 3 attempts. Now here there is a magic. We can count 72 marks. Sir, why sir? Sir, the same marks, sir. I also, but here, why? Remember, if you got more than 60 in any paper, in all other papers, if you crossed 40, then you can carry forward how many marks you got. Are you clear, ma? So here, all other subjects, he got how many marks, ma? More than or equal to 40. So that's why he can carry forward how many marks to the next 3 attempts, total marks which he got in that earlier attempt. So this definitely the faculties also, even institute management also don't know about this point. Always they are saying in CMA only we can carry forward 50 marks. That is wrong. In some cases we can carry forward how many marks ma? Whatever the marks you got. Now, so always I will suggest to the students example number 3. I hope you are understanding that every point which we are discussing now. Okay, now So what is the point I want to tell you? If you have an energy, you have to write always the both groups. Since you are a regular batch student, you don't have even any pressure also. Okay, pressure means nothing but study pressure. That means we have in classes from 9 to evening 6. After that, if you are studied just 1 or 2 hours also, with that minimum time efforts, definitely you can get magics. No. So just I want to say, in first attempt itself, which attempt ma? First attempt itself. Yes, students wants to write both groups ma, group 1 and group 2. Yes, we can write. So can you tell me the paper numbers ma? P5, P6, P7, P8. Next one ma? P9, P10, P11, P12. Super. Okay. Just I am giving the random marks ma. Okay, 45 marks, 56 marks, 68 marks, 40 marks. So, but we can call whether group 1 pass or fail ma, please check. Group 1, okay, individually how many marks we got? Every subject more than or equal to 40. But we are doing total now 45 plus, 56 plus, 68 plus, 40. Total ma 209 marks we got. Okay, ultimately group 1 result pass. But you are attempted one more group also. That also we need to check. 42, sorry, 52, 40, 60, 41 only you got. So, but total, can you tell me ma? Every subject you got how many marks ma? 40. Okay, here every subject we got at least how many marks? 40. But do total 52, 40, 60 plus 41. 193. Now, can you tell me the result pass or fail ma? Both groups pass. Why? So, he's written the both groups in single attempt. That's why while calculating the aggregate, how we are going to check ma? Every subject whether you got in 40 or not. Total 8 subject marks we need to check, or group wise? Total 8 subject marks. Now tell me the ma? Total how much ma? More than 400 or less than 400? More than 400. That is nothing but 402. Lucky fellow. If you written the same exams in individual attempt, this is an pass, this is an what ma? Fail. So that's why always I will suggest the both the groups at a time. You can carry forward your more marks to that another group also. Okay, sir. We understood every point about claiming of exemptions, whatever the marks and whatever the logics is there. Yes, you know. Now we can make a move on towards our subject, that is in paper number 7. Okay, now you can write it down now onwards. You have to maintain the notes now onwards every point. Okay. Now, so paper number 7, that is in what ma? Taxation, not direct taxation. First I want to talk about the total paper. Paper number 7, taxation. Now, sir, it will be divided into 2 parts, 7, okay, A, and next one ma 7B. Super. So first part is nothing but what ma? Direct tax. Second part is nothing but what ma? Indirect taxation. Okay. Sir, okay. Total, okay. I think every paper we need to get how many maximum marks ma? 100 only. More than 100 they will not give. So that means okay, if this is an 100 marks paper, how many marks they are given to our direct taxation? 50. How you know? Okay, just equally you divided. Okay. It is correct only here. It is correct. Okay. 50 marks. Super. Actively please try to participate. Then only you can understood that subject and you can get in some more ideas also. Okay. 50 marks. Now I have one more question. Sir, okay. In December attempt, I want to write your paper 7, sir. If I am going to examination, they will give you 2 papers or 1 paper? 1 paper only. That means paper 7 is nothing but 1 only. In that 1 paper, some questions related to direct taxation, some questions related to indirect taxation. They will give you only 1 question paper and 1 answer booklet. In that answer booklet only you need to write it down. There is no separate booklets. Okay. Now, if any changes is there in that exam pattern, I will intimate. Now, we are going to write the total paper 7 in 1 answer booklet only. They will also give you 1 question paper. No. In future, okay, maybe you can argue with the invigilator also. How you are given the 1 paper? I need 2 paper. One is for direct taxation, another for indirect taxation. They will not give you. No. So, shall we start the paper pattern? So totally our paper pattern is descriptive or MCQ pattern also there. MCQ. Only MCQ or fill in the blanks or match the following in childhood we know already. These are also things, these things also there. Multiple choice questions are there. Descriptive part is there. Okay, along with these two, we have any fill in the blanks, true or false statements or match the following. We have a present, we don't have. In 10 years back or 5 years back, we have a true or false statements also, fill in the blanks also, match the following also. Now we don't have anything, only MCQ. Second one, descriptive. Shall we start? Okay. Paper pattern. You have to listen carefully, whether we need to give that importance to that both the direct taxation or indirect taxation is depends upon now only. Paper pattern. So some students definitely will understood all this. Okay. Paper pattern, how many parts we can get in that paper, 2 parts. First, that is called as what, part A. Second part A. Second part of the paper we can call it as an part B. Okay. Part A we have an question number 1, What is that, Question number 1. I will give you time to copy also. Listen, Question number 1 we can get. This is a mandatory question. You have to attempt this question, otherwise you will lose marks. So this is called as what, compulsory question. Sir, no one tell you these things in detail. They will directly enter into the subjects and they are saying what are the services we are going to give. I know what are the services I want to provide. Okay, services means how we are going to give the material, how we are given the weekend exam, all the things it will be. First you need to know about the clarity of the subjects and exemptions, which part you have to write, which part you have to ignore in every paper also. Okay, compulsory question means what, mandatorily you have to attempt this question, otherwise you will lose marks. In question number 1, how many multiple choice question they will give you, 15 multiple choice questions they will give you. Each one will carry how many marks, 2 marks. Totally, what is that worth of question number 1 are in the part A, 30 marks. There is any negative marking? No. Sir, only we need to bubble the OMR or we need to write an explanation also for that MCQ? Only we have to bubble. No need to give any explanation also. Okay. No negative marks. Yes, no negative marks. Next one, ma. No explanations are needed. No explanation needed. Only we have to what ma bubbling in OMR sheet. So they are going to give you OMR sheet ma, on that you have to bubble your answers. Now, sir, part B is nothing but what ma, part A is nothing but MCQ part. It is and what ma, part 2 is descriptive. Okay. Descriptive part. Okay. Sir, in descriptive part, how many questions we have? Sir, now I am not talking about what are the questions related to DT, what are the questions related to IDT, but I am talking about total paper first. Okay. How many questions ma in descriptive? Do you have any idea? Okay. Question number 2. Question number 1 already over. Now question number 2. Next one ma. Question 3. Question 4. Q means what? Ma, chal raha. Question number 5. Question number 6. Question number 7. Question number 8. That means how many descriptive questions we have? Huh? How many ma? 7. Remember, 7 descriptive questions. Sir, why this is an 8 ma? All together total 8. No. In every descriptive question contains 2 parts again. That means here question number A. Yes, here question number B. Here question number A. Here question number B. Here question number A. Here what mark? Question number B. Here also every question, yes ma, having 2 parts. Question number A, question number B, question number A, question number B. Sir, every question having how many parts ma? 2 parts. Yeah, super. Now, how many marks ma? Every question for 7 marks. Every question for how many marks ma? 7 marks. Altogether, main question will come for how many marks ma? 14 marks question. Sir, as of now, they are dividing part A of the question, part B of the question for 7 marks only. Yes, okay, due to space. Okay, I can manage here also. Every attempt they are given the questions like these only ma. Don't think about it. Now, so totally 7 mark. Now, sir, out of these 7 marks, that means totally if you are counted, first question for 14 marks, that means question number 2 for 14 mark, question number 3 for 14 mark, question number 4 for 14 mark, question number 5 for 14 marks. Yes, 14 marks, 14 marks, 14. But how many questions we have to write out of these 7? Only 5. Yes. So totally we have 7 descriptive questions ma. Out of these 7, you can write any 5 also. Yes. Out of 7, yes ma, need to, out of 7, yes ma, how many questions we have in choice ma? 2 questions we can take choice. Out of 7 questions, 2 questions we can take it as in choice. Now, this is a paper pattern. That means You can count ma. These are the 30 marks. Next, okay, last two just we are taking a choice ma. Last two we are taking it as a choice. 30 plus 14, 14, 14, 14, 14. Totally how many ma? 70. 70 plus 30 how many ma? 100. But additionally how many marks they are given ma? 14. That means total paper will be given for how many marks ma? Yes, how many marks ma? 128 marks. Wait. Next. Yes ma'am. But out of this, how many questions related to DT? How many questions related to IDT? That we need to know. Finally, yes, we have to know about what are the questions related to DT, what are the questions related to IDT. Shall we start, ma? Yeah. That means now you can understood whether we have to read more DT or more IDT also. Okay. Remember, so we have an question number 1. How many MCQs ma? 15 MCQs. Out of that 15 MCQs, first 6 MCQs will related to DT. First 6 MCQs will related to what ma? DT. So then remaining 9 MCQs are related to IDT. So that means more number of MCQs are allocated to which point ma? IDT only. Okay, that means now IDT have an upper hand. Now, question number 2. Yes, we have in 2 parts. What are that ma? Part A, part B. Like how many questions we have ma? Question number 3 also. Like question number 4 also. Yes ma. Question number 4 also. Question number 5 also. Next question number 6 also. Question number what ma? 8 now. So these are all are what ma? Descriptive part. Question number 2, both the questions are from direct tax only. Here question number 3 also from direct tax. Question number 4 also from direct tax. Question number 5 also from direct tax. Question number 6, 7, 8. These 3 questions will come from what ma? IDT. These 3 questions will come from IDT, indirect tax. So whose domination is there in the descriptive part ma? Direct tax domination. They are balancing. Okay, they are given some MCQs to IDT, but descriptive part how they are given ma? So question number 2 to question number 5 means how many questions ma? 5 questions. Are you understood? Okay. Now, which thing we have to prepare, which thing we have to ignore ma? Both you have to prepare, both you have to practice. Direct tax, indirect tax, both are important in order to score more marks. Clear? So no one can give you this detailed analysis. They can start, okay, tax, that will not give you the best marks. Okay, maybe in future after 3 or 4 months you can open your past exam question paper. You can see, okay, whether we have how many questions from DT and how many questions from IDT, and what we are going to start also we have to take. Clear ma? Okay, copied up. Now, now, sir, how many chapters we have in our direct taxation? That we have to know. How many pages are there also we need to know. That is an important thing, as in the student's mindset always number of pages, number of points, number of questions we need to read. Yes. Shall we write it down? Next one, ma. So totally, just I want to tell you the chapter numbers and names. This will be discussed at the end of the one chapter completion. Now, if I am saying chapter names, you will not at all understood even single word also, because you don't know anything. That's why I will start the basics. So then after, at the end of the chapter, I will tell you what are the chapters we are going to learn. That means index I will tell you after completion of one chapter. Now, so to be honest, I want to start with the what? Direct taxation. But no. I want to start with the first, what is that, ma? Taxation. I want to start with the what, ma? Taxation. So then after we can shift our discussion to what, ma? DT, and next sir will take IDT. Who will take IDT? Sivateja sir will take IDT. Taxation. So now first we can discuss about that in and out relating to this taxation. So then after we can shift our discussion towards the what, ma? Only direct taxation. Okay. Now, so just I am given the one puzzle to all of you. Puzzle means just one question. Now all of you needs to work out. Now I want to know the what is the meaning of tax. So first I want to know about the what, ma? Meaning of tax. So just you can think and you can tell me what is the meaning of tax. Any idea? So just our subject is tax. First we need to know about the meaning. Okay. Example, can I collect the tax from you? How can I collect tax from you? Example, okay, I will say one thing. Suddenly I want to visit to your home, and I am a normal person like you only. I am entering into your home and I am blackmailing you to pay the tax. Can I collect like taxes? No. In India, who have an authority to collect the taxes, ma? Government. Sir, if I am collecting the tax, that is called as a bribe, or that is an illegal income, that is nothing but coercion or any other thing we can call. But remember, so tax always will be collected by the government only. How can I collect you? Simply I will collect fees from you, because I am given the one service. Yes, if I am selling the one product to you, I can collect some amount of money. This is a money, not a tax. Yes, now I want to tell you, tax means fees or amount, fees or amount charged by or charged or collected by whom? Ma? Super. collected by whom? Government. Now I have a few more doubts. Tax means a fees or amount charged or collected by whom? Government. Okay. One more question. One more question. Okay. Government want to collect the tax from the public. So now public have an option to pay na, or they need to pay mandatorily. Mandatory. So remember, if anything government wants to collect in the form of tax, so that is from the point of view of the public, it is a mandatory payment, not a voluntary. Example, if any charitable trust wants to donation, I can give or I can't give. That is my voluntary decision only. So example, one person is asking for donation, whether I need to give mandatorily? No, not required. That is a voluntary contribution. But payment of tax is what? Mandatory contribution. Now, shall we write the second point? So like these only we can discuss every point. But now what you need to do after going to your home, you have to sit and study for half an hour to 1 hour for every subject. Now, can you tell me what is that second point, ma? Tax is obligatory. Tax is an obligatory or mandatory. Yes, ma? Mandatory payment. Obligatory or mandatory payment. Within the brackets, I want to write it down. Not a voluntary contribution. Can I write, ma? Not a not a voluntary contribution or not a voluntary payment. So this is an MCQ. This is one of the MCQ you can get in your exam also. Now, are you clear? Sir, if I am asking a question, how collection of the tax will be there in mandatory form or in voluntary form? Mandatory. Who can collect the tax in India? Government. Now our discussion can be termed into, yes ma, and one puzzle to the next question, next class. So this will be discussed in next class. Now you have to research in on your own also by using Google or etc. But don't do any time based activities etc. Now I want to know about the government. Now I want to know about the, what do you mean by the government here? Yes ma? So now I want to know about the, what do you mean by the government here? In this point, what do you mean by the government? So this we can discuss in tomorrow's session, but now you can know about. So just simply I will say, government means central government or state government. Okay, central government or state government. Example, in our villages we have an sarpanch. Yes, in mandal level we have an MBDC. In Jilla level we have an ZPDC, mayor. So many governments are there. To which government have an power to collect the tax? So just okay, here we define government, okay, but now I want to know about what do you mean by the government. That we can discuss in the next session. Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, good morning, students. So when did you completed your CMA foundation? Okay, very good. So what's your name, ma? Ash. Your name? Okay, okay, right. So simple thing is, so far in the previous sessions, faculty sirs has covered coverage with respect to what are all the subjects in group 1 as well as group 2, and how we are going to impart the coaching, and what are the deadlines for completion of syllabus when group 1 is going to start and when group 1 is going to complete, and when group 2 is going to start and group 2 is going to complete. And at the same point of time, if you wish to appear for December attempt, it is up to your choice. There is no restrictions. You can write the exam in December 2025 itself. But there are certain advantages which, if you appear for both groups, there are certain advantages. I think Bhaskar sir has already completed the advantages discussion with respect to appearing for both groups. Okay, so it is up to will and wish of the students whether they wish to write group 1 or group 2 or both groups. From institute point of view, there won't be any sort of restrictions with respect to examination. Okay, so if your preparation is enough, you can write simply. And in October itself, we are going to comfortably complete our group 1 syllabus. Okay, so accounts completed, with respect to accounts faculty introduction completed, DT completed. So now paper number 8, which is in group 1. In your group 1, paper numbers start from 5. So up to 4 subject, up to 4 papers lies in foundation, and in inter group 1 paper will start from paper number 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. So group 1 last paper, paper 8 is cost accounting. Cost accounting. So in cost accounting, from syllabus point of view, I wish to give a brief introduction. So the entire cost accounting 100 marks paper has been divided into three parts. So section A, B, C. So weightage with respect to the sections have been written clearly there. 40%, 30%, and 30%. And in foundation itself, you have already completed the basic discussion with respect to costing. I think cost sheet also you have completed. But nothing to worry. We are going to revise those topics in intersession also, because there might be some few days gap between foundation syllabus discussion and current discussion. That is why we are going to revise that basic discussion also. Basic revision also we will discuss here. And with respect to costing, there are three sections, right? In section A, the majority part will occupied by cost sheet as well as elements of cost. So with respect to this 40%, section A, what is the weightage of section A? 40%. So what is the name of section A? Introduction to cost accounting. Introduction to cost accounting comprises of what is cost, costing, cost accounting, cost accountancy, and cost sheet discussion, and the problems with respect to cost sheet, and elements of cost. What? Elements of cost. Elements of cost means material, labor, overheads. So if we completed the discussion, 40% of your syllabus will be completed. And coming to section B, methods of costing. We can call it as techniques of costing also. There are certain methods or there are certain techniques in costing. We'll discuss about those methods and techniques in section B. Job costing, batch costing, process costing, operating costing, like that. There are certain techniques which we are going to discuss in section B. And after that, section C comprises of how much weightage? Again 30% weightage, and it will comprises of cost accounting extended techniques. extended techniques. Okay, so this is the basic paper pattern of paper number 8. Paper number 8. So what is the name of paper number 8? Cost accounting. How many sections are there in paper number 8? 3. Section A, B, C, and the weightage with respect to ABC are simply 40, 30, 30. And what is the teaching order, sir? So how we are going to complete our syllabus? First of all, we will discuss section C or section A or B. The teaching order for paper number 8 will be section 8 concepts first. And in section 8 also, section A also, we are not going to complete section A 100% at first phase. We are not going to cover it in 100% manner. We are going to cover basics. In earlier discussion also, I have clearly told you with respect to foundation, you have learned some basics, but as the time passes, you might forget those basics. That is why I'm going to revise those basics. Those basics comprises of basic definitions as well as cost sheet basics. Cost sheet basics. After that, material labor overheads are also there. We are not going to complete material labor overheads in the first phase. Why, sir? There are certain reasons for that, which you are going to learn in the upcoming session. And after that, we are going to complete methods of costing basics first. And after completing A and B in a 100% manner, we are going to complete section C. Even though we start with section C first, you might be unable to understand, you might be unable to digest the subject well. Why? Because section C comprises of fully advanced topics. Sir, you have introduced the names only, but you don't introduce the chapters in the sections itself. I'm going to introduce the sections right now. Listen carefully. So these are the chapters. Yes, these are the chapters. So first of all, section A. Section A, what is the name of section A? Introduction to cost accounting. In section A, how many modules are there? Totally 4 modules. Totally 4 modules. Module 1, Introduction to Cost Accounting. Please read module 1, 1.5 name. The name of 1.5 submodule, 5th one is there. Preparation 1.5. Preparation of cost sheet and ascertainment of profit. Are you able to recollect this name? Have you ever listened this name? Preparation of cost sheet. Preparation of cost sheet at foundation level. I have already discussed it earlier. We are going to revise the basics also. We are not going to leave these topics at this time by saying that in foundation also you have completed. We are not going to repeat the same. No, we are going to repeat and we are going to revise the basics also at this stage. And after completion of cost sheet and all, that is module 1. Module 2, what is the name of module 2? Cost ascertainment and the basics of elements of cost. I have already said it earlier. Elements of cost. How many elements are there? 3 elements. Read it out. First one, material cost. Second one, employee cost. Third one, direct expenses. Fourth one, overheads. Material, labor, expenses and overheads. There is a logic also why it is called as being overheads and why material, labor, expenses. I'm going to tell you in the classes. Next one, module 3, it's talk about standards. Cost accounting standards. This module 3 is important from MCQ point of view. MCQ point of view. I think you very well know about the paper pattern of inter, right? 100 marks paper. Out of 100 marks, 30 marks will be allocated for MCQs. In MCQs, true or false statements will also be there. Match the following. Fill in the blanks. Previously, it used to be there. Previously, at 2012 syllabus, 2008 syllabus, at that point of time, examiner used to test the students from that point of view also. True or false, fill in the blanks, match the following. By the time when I wrote the exam in December 2012, CMA Inter, match the following, fill in the blanks, true or false, MCQs will also be there. But whole comprise of 30 marks only, no weightage, no change in the weightage. That is 30 marks only. In that 30 marks, he used to allocate 5 marks for match the following, 5 marks for true or false, 5 marks for fill in the blanks. That way he used to adjust the 30 marks. But now it is very, very easy for the students. Why? Because just 15 MCQs, no bakwas. Only 15 MCQs, and each MCQ carries 2 marks, and the good point is no negative marking. Even though you wrote a wrong answer, you are not going to lose anything. Not going to lose anything. No negative marking. So that is why it is very much beneficial from students' point of view in order to qualify the exam. And you know the qualification marks also, right? Each subject qualification on a subject wise note, it will be 40 marks. But on aggregate, you have to get 200 marks from 4 subjects. Sir, I get 40, 40, 40 and 80. Got? You got? You got 40 marks in first paper, paper number 5. 40, 40 and 80. Is it said that you completed that group or you failed in that group? You completed that group. Why? Because what is required in order to say a student has been qualified certain group means he has to obtain 40 marks minimum on a subject wise, on a paper wise basis. And when it comes to aggregate, he must score minimum 200 or more out of 400 marks. So 4 subjects, 4 into 100, 400. So out of 400, what must be your minimum score for the qualification? 200 marks. So what is the total marks in the given example cases? In example case, 40 plus 40, 80, 80 plus 40, 120, 120 plus 80, 200 marks. This is the paper pattern. I think you are all well aware about this paper pattern. Now, I am not going to duplicate the same discussion again. Yeah. I wish to introduce the modules. So, module 3 is important from which point of view? From theoretical point of view or MCQ point of view? Generally, in MCQ point of view, students, examiner will try to test the student's knowledge from this module 3. There is no hard and fast rule that from module 3 only MCQ should come, no theory questions should come. No, there is no hard and fast rule like that. But in general, we can expect MCQ questions from module 3, and you must remember those CAS names also. What is CAS 1, what is CAS 5, 6, 8, 10, 11, like that, totally 24 CAS. What is CAS? Cost Accounting Standards. There are financial accounting standards also. AS1, AS2, AS3, AS4, like that. Financial accounting standards are also there. Likewise, in CMA also, from costing point of view, CAs are also there. Cost accounting standards also there. Clear? So cost accounting standards 1 to 24. You have to remember the names. So next one, module 4, cost bookkeeping. So these 4 modules comprises of section A, which contains 40 marks from your entire 100 marks paper. Okay. And let me give clarity with respect to these weightages. There is no constitutional rule from ICMA point of view that examiner must follow 40 marks, 30 marks, 30 marks. Examiner must follow the given weightages. Examiner may ask 50 marks from section A also, 20 marks section B, and remaining 30 marks from section C. But in general, in the best interest of student community. In the best interest of student community, examiner won't do such kind of silly things. Examiner, to the extent possible, maximum he will try to obey the weightages 40, 30, 30. But sometimes 41 marks might be there, 42 marks might be there. You can't question examiner that you said it is 40 percentage only, why you have asked for 41 marks. No questions like that. Sometimes 38 marks will also come, 39 will also come, depend upon the weightage and all. He has to allocate the weightages, but this is the proven weightages or this is suggestible weightages. In a majority cases, examiner will try to obey these weightages. Section A 40, section B 30, section C 30. Okay. So section A modules has been completed. How many modules? 4 modules. Okay. Let's quickly discuss section B modules. Only one module is there, which will discuss about methods of costing. What is another name? Techniques. We can call it as methods or techniques. Sir, in section C also techniques, the word has been used. Those are extended techniques, advanced techniques. Those are advanced techniques. So section B, in methods of costing, how many methods has been given in your syllabus? 5 methods. First one is job costing, batch costing, contract costing, process costing, and operating cost. Sir, what are all these names, sir? How we are going to deal with those subjects? Very easy actually. In intermediate, you guys are from MPC or MEC? MEC. Anyway, you know about max, right? Not from CEC, right? So if you know max, you can play with this paper. And the advantage of paper number 8 is, if you attempt the questions somewhere around, you will be able to get minimum to minimum 30 to 40 percentage of marks from the question. Say for example, some 7 marks question has been given. Yeah, listen carefully. A 7 marks question has been given from operating costing problem. Generally, operating costing will be used in transportation services, like service costing. The other name of operating cost is service costing. So in service sector, this method of costing will be used. Sir, what is meant by service? Hotel, lodging and boarding, restaurants, they are offering food services, online services. Now Shikara Tutorials, it is a service oriented institution. So in this institute also we can deploy operating costing. We are not selling anything here right now. Are we going to sell laptops or mics, or are we going to sell any products? We are going to sell services. That is the motto. So in educational institutions, hotels, restaurants, transportation services, we can deploy operating costing. The other name is service costing. So a 7 marks question has been given from operating costing. You know nothing about the formulas of operating costing. Forget everything. You know only job costing, batch costing and all, and you have taken operating costing as choice. As choice. And you forgot, and you don't know, you know nothing about operating costing. Know nothing about operating costing. And how many marks has been given, or how many marks has been, how many marks question has been asked in the final examination? 7 marks. But you know nothing. Formulas, you know nothing. But there is a question, right? How he will ask question? He used to give some data, right? Some X limited hotel service is there, 70% occupancy is there, per day room rent is this much, and the expenses are this much, salaries is like that. So he will furnish you with that kind of data. Then what you can do, even though you know nothing about the formulas, you can reiterate the data. You can reiterate nothing but representing the data in the other way, not just reproducing the same question to the valuationer. I am not saying you to copy the same question in your exam paper. you can reiterate the question in the other way. Sir, how to reiterate? I am going to tell you in our regular sessions. Even though you know nothing about the 7 marks question, if you reiterate the data presented in the 7 marks question, you can simply score 2 to 3 marks. Generally, many students, what they will do, I know nothing about the 7 marks question, I'll keep it as choice. I'm not going to attempt this question. And the major reason for the students' failure in CMA Inter is they won't be able to write 100 marks question paper. They are not going to write 100 marks question paper. They are going to write 70 marks, 75 marks. Some legends will also be there, 60 marks. If you just attempted for only 60 to 70 marks, how much you are going to score? 30 to 35. It will amount to failure or not? Failure. So the main mistake students, they have some justification. If we question students why you've written only 60 marks or 65 or 70 marks, they have a justification. What they will tell, they'll simply tell that, sir, I am perfect in that 60 marks, sir. That is why I wrote only 60 marks, sir. I am not perfect in that 40 marks, sir. That is why I didn't attempt those 40 marks, sir. That is a foolish thing. Why it is a foolish thing means, if you attempted for that 40 marks, if you reiterate that 40 marks in the other way, if you're able to get just 20 percentage, that is the realistic thinking. I'm not expecting 50 percentage. I'm just expecting just 20 percentage. 40 marks into 20 percentage amounts to 8 marks, right? 8 marks. That means you are simply leaving 8 marks from your answers, 8 marks from your ultimate score by not attempting 40 marks. And students are justifying that I am not perfect in that session. Is there any hard and fast rule that if you are perfect, then only you should attempt the questions? No. Ultimately, that is your exam. There is a question answer paper. You can write anything other than bakwas, other than cinema stories and all. You can write anything. Okay, so this is the very important thing. This is the exam oriented preparation, which we are going to tell before 1 to 2 months. 1 to 2 months before your examinations. There are certain techniques which you can easily score 45 to 50 marks in any paper. The simple way is, if you prepare for MCQs, minimum 9 to 11 MCQs are there. How many MCQs? Finally, you are able to write 10 MCQs in a correct way. 10 into 2, how much? 20 marks. 10 into 2, 20 marks. So how many more marks do you need for the qualification? We will calculate on 50 marks basis, not on 40. We'll calculate on 50 marks. So 20 marks you can easily score from MCQs. For another 30 marks. For another 30 marks. From 100 marks question paper, 30 marks will be an MCQ, right? What is the remaining descriptive marks? 70 marks. How many marks? 70 marks. So listen carefully. You prepare 50 percentage of the syllabus. 50 percentage. I'm expecting just 50 percentage. Even though after regular coaching and all, if a student is unable to prepare even 50 percentage of the syllabus, he can't expect him to follow, expect him to access that paper. Ultimately, he will fail. So if a student prepared for 50 percentage, just 50 percentage, so 70 marks, 50 percentage means 35 marks, 35 marks. 35 marks, 35 marks. Listen carefully. You prepared well on that 35 marks area, right? I am expecting you to score just 60 percentage, just 60 percentage. Out of 35 marks, if you able to score 60% of the 35 marks. It will amounts to 35 into 60, how much? Around 20 marks. Around 20 marks. Around 20 marks. It will comes to more than 20 also, but I am expecting just 20 marks. Just 20 marks. So how many marks you have already scored in MCQs? 20. How many marks you have scored from descriptive point of view, where you have prepared only 50%? I'm not expecting students to cover each and every word or each and every concept, each and every module in the entire syllabus. I'm expecting you to cover only 50%. Out of that 50%, am I expecting 100%? I'm expecting 60%. Is it a realistic thinking or a cloud thinking? Realistic thinking. So if you are able to get 60% from the 35 marks, 60% of 35 marks will amount to somewhere around 20 marks. So from MCQs you have scored 20 marks, and from descriptive you have from your well prepared areas you have scored another 20 marks. 20 plus 20, how much? 40. The story doesn't end here. There is another 35 marks also, which you didn't prepared well, but you are going to attempt in a reiteratable way, representation way. From that representation way, minimum to minimum 20 to 25% you are going to score. 20 to 25%. From 35 marks, average 20% means 7 marks. 25% means around 9 to 10 marks. So I am calculating it around 7 marks or 7 to 10 marks. So totally comprises up to 47 to 50 marks. In any paper, I am not saying it about costing. From any paper, you can score like this 47 to 50 marks. Listen carefully. What is your preparation extent? How much, for how many marks you have prepared? For 50 marks, for 50% from major syllabus, you have extensively prepared for 50% of your syllabus only. For remaining 50%, you didn't prepare well. You know the concepts, you know the basics of that remaining 50%. But in this way, you will be able to score minimum 47 to 50 marks. I am not suggesting the regular batch students to follow this way. But why I am saying this way is, even though you prepared in this way, you will be able to pass the ultimate paper. Ultimate group you can completely qualify. So there is nothing to worry or nothing to fear about. Am I going to pass the upcoming examination, or am I going to clear the both groups? Why I am saying all these points means, even though you will be left with 1 or 2 months with the preparation, you will be successfully able to complete that group in a peaceful way. That is my sole point. But how many months we are left with? What is this month? July. July 14th or 15th. Today is 14th. 14th. July 14th. Half July is there. August, September, October, November. And I'm calculating, if you are willing to write group 3 or sorry group 1 in December, half month is there, around 4.5 to 5 months effectively the time is there. The preparation schedule or the preparation strategy which I have told about you is with respect to 1 month preparation, but we left with 5 months. We can peacefully complete our entire curriculum and we can solve the questions in the classroom itself. And why you are going to fail in the upcoming examination? And those students who are ready and willing to write both groups in 2026 June attempt, same strategy applicable for them also. Whether you are writing single group or both groups, ultimately up to you. But there are certain advantages if you appear for both groups. And there are some more advantages also, minute advantages are also there if you wrote group wise also. Some students will come up with different kinds of mindsets. Some people are ready to do hard work. Some people are ready to do only smart work. Some people will be able to, some students will be able to write, able to study in nights. On daytime, they will completely sleep. But some students, at 8 o'clock, they have to sleep. But morning onwards, they can, early morning, from early morning, they can, they are able to wake up and they can able to study. So different students will come with different kind of mindsets and different types of wavelengths. So that is why we are not imposing any sort of rules that you must write both groups only, you must write single group only. We are not telling like that. So it is up to you whether you will be writing single group or you will be writing both groups. It is up to the entire decision criteria of the respective student only. Okay, so in this way we can be able to clear groups in a simple way. So what is your preparation extent? For how much percentage you have effectively prepared that exam? 50%. The remaining 50%, you know the concepts. I'm not saying that you can leave that remaining 50% and forget about all those concepts. No. If you have the basic idea and clarity with respect to the remaining 50%, you can easily score up to 47 to 50 marks in the upcoming examinations. This is smart work. Okay, so effectively, if you are able to complete 60 to 70% of syllabus, nothing to worry, or you should not think about whether I am going to pass this exam or whether I am going to fail this exam. You will definitely going to pass that exam. Okay, so MCQs can be used in that way, but scoring 20 marks from MCQ is not a, what we can say, no. It is quite easy than you think. Scoring 24 to 26 marks is an average thing in MCQ scoring. But I am expecting only 20 marks. Why? Because there is an advantage. What is that advantage? Means 90% of MCQs will come from ICMI resources. 90%. 90% of your MCQs will comes from ICMI resources. What is meant by ICMI resources, sir? ICMI textbook, that is mean board book, PTPs, practice test papers, MTPs, mock test papers, and previous exam papers. 90% or sometimes 100% of MCQs will comes from ICMI resources only, and the complete ICMI resources MCQs will sum up to max 200 to 300 MCQs maximum. For example, 300 MCQs are there. If there is a assurance that if you are able to complete those 300 MCQs, you will get 30 marks. 30 marks. Is it a hard thing or is it a painful thing for the students to complete that 300 MCQs? Very much easy thing. That is the advantage we are having in Inter. So on an average, a student will score 24 to 26 marks from MCQs. But what is my expectation in this passing criteria? What I have written in that preparation strategy, scoring strategy, I just imposed only 20 marks. That is, I am expecting least marks. Even though you scored least marks, how many marks you will able to get in the final examination? 47 to 50 marks you will able to score in the final examination. That is the preparation strategy. Okay, so we are going to cover that MCQs also from complete ICMI resources. We are going to discuss 100% of MCQs in classes. Out of that 100% MCQs, minimum to minimum 90% MCQs will come straight away in your examination. If you have any doubts with respect to MCQs, or if you think that I'm saying I'm not saying the facts with respect to MCQs, I'm boasting, or I'm saying lies with respect to MCQs, you can cross check with your seniors if any. our costing faculty told that 90% of MCQs will comes from ICMA resources only. Whether it is true or not, you can cross check, or you can even cross check your previous examination papers. You have board book, right? You will get MCQ, you will get previous examination papers. Sir, where we can find previous examination papers? In institute website only you can find it. Home examinations, question papers, there it is. June 2025 syllabus 22 examination is there na. So let's quickly discuss about paper number 8 costing. This is the examination paper. MCQs are there, right? How many MCQs are there? 15 MCQs. After that section B starts. MCQs are mandatory question. Question 1 you must attempt in your examination. That is a compulsory question. Read it carefully. Answer question number 1, which is compulsory. Which is compulsory. After that, after 15 MCQs, section B is going to start, and this is descriptive questions. You have to solve the questions as well as you have to write. There are certain descriptive questions and problematic questions also. So this is the paper. Okay. Sir, I wish to check final papers also. Okay, there. Sir, I wish to check December 2024 attempt. You can go and you can again check. MCQs are there, right? How many MCQs again? 15 MCQs. After 15 MCQs. So in this way, you can find all the previously held examination papers up to last 10 attempts. More than 10 attempts also. This is CMA interclass.